G'day and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can improve your knee pain with just a ball. Because as a physiotherapist, one of the main reasons why people tend to have knee pain is often because the way that knee functions isn't quite as good as what it could be. Improving how the structures around your knee feel and function can go a long way in terms of getting you out of pain faster and getting you back to where you want to be as quickly as possible. So if you can grab your tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, let's get into it. So as always with these videos, the first thing that we need to touch on is we need to establish a baseline. So you've got something to do a before and after comparison with to see if this is genuinely helpful for you. Please take a movement or an activity that you would do that alerts you to how your knee pain or symptoms feel. That could be a basic squat, that could be a lunge, it could be walking. We want to take note of how your knee feels. Does it hurt? Where does it hurt? Does it feel stiff? Does it feel weak? What do you feel about it? Then as soon as we've done this exercise, immediately recheck the exact same movement or activity to see if anything is genuinely changed. If it works, you should see a genuine change in your symptoms to some degree straight away. If it doesn't, there's a very good chance you haven't done anything. So what I love about this exercise is that we can go exploring and hunting for what's most meaningful to you. Clinically, as a physio, a lot of people who have knee pain tend to be tight on the outside of their thigh. We don't want to call it the ITB because your ITB doesn't get tight. It's like a steel I-beam. It's a very strong, stabilizing structure. What does get tight are the muscles that attach into or around that ITB. That lateral top corner of your thigh can become a tight spot, a restricted spot, which can make life that little bit harder for your knee than it needs to be. We're also going to go after the top of your calf on the outside, again, because that's another spot. We're going to go after the back of your hamstring, because that's also a tight spot. We're going to cover a lot of the outside tissue of the knee, hopefully with a technique that gets you results relatively quickly, so that you can then retest it and see if anything's changed. So where we want to start with this is, if you divide your knee into quadrants, we put a line down the middle, a line through the side, that outer corner, I want you to pop the ball in that position and just very gently roll forwards with enough pressure that you feel you're getting some access to the tightness in this part of your thigh. Again, a tennis ball might be more respectful to start with if you feel like a lacrosse ball is a little bit too strong or a bit too thick. But all I want you to do with this, hunt around for something that feels tight and restricted for you. Now, the misconception I find with ball work is that we're here to roll and massage that tissue away. You can absolutely do that if you feel like that's warranted, but I find a better way to do this is to find a spot that feels restricted and then pop plant pending, gently try and bend and flex your knee over the top of that tissue. So we're trying to compress a spot that feels a little bit tight. Again, it can be quite tender, so please be gentle. We're respectfully trying to then shear that tissue and pull that tissue free through where the ball is until you feel like it starts to soften and it starts to mobilize a little bit more. What you should hopefully find is as soon as you've done this, and then you stand up again and do another squat or do another lunge. If you freed this up, you may then have taken away one of the handbrakes that is contributing to your knee pain and dysfunction. But again, this can be uncomfortable. If it is too uncomfortable, use a foam roller instead, but choose the device that gives you access to this, and it allows you to gently put as much or as little pressure through this to sort of shear free any of that tight tissue. So again, spend a couple of minutes doing this, just go hunting for anything that feels meaningful to you, and then straight away, for me, that feels a little bit loose and a little bit lighter. Make sure that when you stand up and do your squats, your lunges, whatever it is, that it also feels a little bit better than it did before. And you're welcome to work all the way up. You can work as close to the top or around the side as you feel is warranted based on what your body is telling you. But go hunting in that bottom half there. Feed a bunch of slack into your knee. Help it move better from sort of the front outside of that knee. And while we're here, what we can do once you've done that is we can then go hunting through the top part of that calf. Clinically, so many people get tight through this outer gastroc as it comes up and attaches across sort of the line of the knee joint. So same deal again, we want to start in the middle, but we can then just roll around onto the outside until you find that you start to flick over something a little bit tight and a little bit thick. Similar to bending your knee for your quads, what we can do here is we can very gently start to bend and flex your foot, as you can hopefully see, to pull that gastroc or that calf tissue through underneath the ball. Again, we can stay here for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, a couple of minutes, Just keep working up and down through here until you feel like it becomes a little bit more gentle. One thing I didn't say with the first part of this exercise is if it does feel quite tender and uncomfortable, it's more important that you find a level that feels tolerable. If you can't breathe, if you feel like you're holding your breath or you're really wincing or you think, this is really sore, that isn't good enough. The way that pain and a lot of tightness works is that it's a request for something from your brain and nervous system. And if we're really threatening your nervous system where we're going too hard or too deep into tissue that your nervous system doesn't feel safe with, then despite our best intentions, we may be threatening that tissue rather than giving it a safe space to relax, to soothe, and to go away. So it's really important that you aren't trying to beat the crap out of yourself to make yourself feel better. We need you to be working at a level that feels very comfortable, very safe, that you do feel you can relax, you feel you can have a laugh, you can take a couple of deep breaths, and you don't feel like you're on edge. You will free yourself up faster if you follow those guidelines. If you're really wincing and you feel like it's too aggressive for you, we need to find a better version of that because it just won't change as quickly as you deserve it to if we did it the other way. So same thing again, just go hunting around. That spot freed up for me a little bit. It does feel a little bit tender. I'll take a couple of sort of comfortable deep breaths. It's now feeling like it's given a little bit more. I can push it a little bit further. Same thing again. Go hunting all the way up and around for anything that you feel is restricted. Immediately retest your knee specific movements. See which one of those two spots had the biggest impact and let me know in the comments down below. Because once you've started to feed some slack into your knee from below with your calf, from above with your quads, we still want to make sure we're not neglecting any of that sort of lateral hamstring tightness, especially if it attaches into that ITB. It's pulling things a little bit tighter. And again, same concept. I'm going to place the ball sort of and then roll onto the side a little bit. Go looking for anything that feels a little bit tight and restricted. Found a nice spot here. Then again, the same thing as before. Keeping that constant pressure, just very gently, just bend and straighten that thigh as best as you feel comfortable until you feel like it starts to give a little bit. Make sure that you feel like it's not too tender. Make sure your nervous system feels safe. It's already giving a little bit. You're hunting a little bit further out here. And again, same thing again. Just follow where you feel you need to be. Try and stay on it. Sometimes it's easy to flick off the spot, but just keep working through this. You might find that one spot feels the most tender, but don't neglect the spots that maybe are less tender, but feel the most lumpy and thick and tight. Mechanically, they're probably going to have just as much of a say on how your knee feels than the tender spots. Now, obviously, we don't just want you to focus on the outside of the knee. You can do the same thing on the inside of the knee as well. It's just that these areas for a lot of people don't tend to be as mechanically under pressure or as mechanically dysfunctional as the outside of the knee. The way that most people's knees work is we often tend to dump inwards, which tends to load up the outside a lot more. But again, we don't want narrow vision. We want to make sure we're exploring everything and anything to see if that is playing a meaningful role in your knee symptoms. And if we're very consistently testing and retesting and you do your squats or your sit to stands or whatever you feel may have been uncomfortable to begin with, we can automatically see what impact these spots are having when you may not necessarily notice that without doing your test retest. So again, please let me know in the comments down below, which part of your leg did you feel had the most significant impact? And if you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more of this type of content from me. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. Anything you can do to help me get there would be fantastic. If you want to help support the channel, please consider becoming a member. For just a few dollars a month, you'll get exclusive access to me and a lot of the videos that I put out, including extended cuts of a lot of the videos that we do. But with all that being said, I genuinely hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.